the sunshine, the rain when it's pouring. Won't you give yourself to me?
Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel if you are a returning subscriber, and welcome if you are new here. I appreciate the people that have been rocking with me, and I want to welcome new family. If you know anybody that you feel like needs some self-actualization or needs some, help with growth or improvement, recommend them to this channel because we're gonna talk about it. So today I am doing a topic that I've done before, but I break it up into different things. So we're right back to self-care, y'all. Everybody knows how important that is. If you don't, I'm teaching you something new that you didn't know before. So self-care is the process of establishing behaviors to ensure holistic well-being. That's just something that's going to make you feel truly connected to yourself. Mental health consists of three components: emotional, psychological, and social, right? And when you are enjoying these acts of self-care, you are touching upon different parts of your mental health. Before, I did self-care on like a spa day, and how appreciative I was about the spa and how I used the spa to engage different senses, right? Such a great experience. So check that video out if you want to know more about that. But today I'm here and I'm going to be showing you a video that is connected to self-care, but it's a different component of self-care. Now, before I show you guys that, I am going to tell you the different types of self-care as I haven't went through these. So there are 8 types of self-care. There's physical self-care, which is also connected to your nutrition. There's mental self-care, which can be through, doing mindfulness activities or talk therapy. There's emotional, which you can, journal or, gratitude, show gratitude, addressing your triggers. There's spiritual, which you can meditate, nature, yoga, going to church, praying. Intellectual, which includes reading, learning, developing new hobbies. There's environment, which is like cleaning and your safety. There's social self-care, which is related to boundaries and your connections with other people. And then there's financial self-care, which is budgeting and saving, investing, things like that. So there's different components to self-care, right? It's a broad umbrella. The overall purpose of the self-care is to get you to a place where life is more manageable. Now, this is not for you to say, oh, well, self-care should be the only thing that I use to help my mental health. That is absolutely not what I'm saying. It's supposed to be a part of your life to help life be more manageable. Think about self-care like a part of driving, right? There's many components to driving. Any of my drivers out there, you know that, right? You have to first have the key, open the door, start the car, put your seatbelt on. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many different components, right? And then when you're actually driving, you have to make sure that you have your foot on the brake when you start the car. Then put it on the gas. And make sure you're checking your mirrors, right? There's so many things that go into the act of driving, right? But you can't miss any of those because then the driving isn't very productive, right? Or it'll lead to something else. So that's the point of self-care. It's supposed to be a small component in your life that adds to reducing any negative symptoms that you may have, whether that be anxiety, whether that be depression. Whatever it is that you're kind of going through, that's what you want to use self-care for. Now, if you're only utilizing self-care as an avoidance tactic, that's not going to be something that's healthy for you, and you have to work on that, right? Because self-care is something to give yourself time, right? Making sure that you are investing in things that you like and your interest. So always keep that in mind. Like I said, this video, we're going over what self-care is, allowing you to get a better understanding so that you can start to practice self-care more. And I'm going to be showing you like different ways that I use self-care in my life. So the next clip that I'm going to be showing you is going to be one of the first types of self-care, which we talked about, which is physical. connected to nutrition, and I'm making a shake for myself that has kale, spinach, flax seeds, and apple cider vinegar. A part of self-care is making yourself feel good, right? So in making those drinks, I make myself feel good. All right, so one of the things I want you guys to keep in mind is the fact that I am not saying I am this completely great person when it comes to my diet. Definitely not saying that. But what I'm saying is you do have to make conscious choices towards your health, right? And saying, okay, well, maybe I had too much of that. Let me have some of this, right? And making sure that you're incorporating greens into your diet. That's always going to be very important. So, like I said, don't be like, oh, well, do you always? No, it's not something that I always do. I'm not always eating I'm not like on a strict diet or anything like that. I would call it more of a lifestyle where I'm making choices that I know are going to be good for me. Are they all the time? No. No one's a robot. This is not going to be all the time, but you want to try your best to be conscious and aware of what you're taking in.
Okay, Lamborghini Mercy, yo chick, she so thirsty.
All right, so y'all watch my self-care video of me making my drink, and while I was making the video, I was like, wow, this is so satisfying. So I hope that it's as satisfying to you guys as it was to me, recording it for you guys. And let me know what kind of self-care things that you do. What components of self-care are you utilizing? Is it the physical? Is it the social? Is it the financial? Let me know in the comments. Of course, I want to know. And of course, we are creating a community where people can come and be supportive and be heard. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Tell a friend about my channel. And let's just be engaged. I'll see you guys later.